I always compared it to like that, in Home Alone. You ever seen that movie?
Of course.
Where Kevin McAllister goes and sits in the church.
Yeah.
And the guy's there, kind of the older grandfather figure, and he just like, my parents are I don't know what to do. The guys are coming tomorrow. And he just goes, hey, you're gonna be all right. And I think that's what Sunday morning is. I think for a lot of, granted, the church is run by humans and they fail and they mess up, but it is, you go in there, if the church is
healthy.
And any kind of, an ounce of 1% health, and you could you could feel that little.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is. I do know what that is.
Reassurance. And what we want to is not to be justified in our perversions and sins. Because we know what that's like too. That might be like your buddies. Hey, it's fine. You're like, that's a cheap pat on the shoulder that I don't want. What I want is to be loved as I am and too much to be left that way. That's what I want.
And he goes, hey, if I might have to, this is what happened to me, I might have to break. I can't dude, I think about all the time about my scenario was obviously very, dude, I'm about to get married.
Come on.
That's crazy, dude. That's great. If you just told me that in 2019, that is wild to me, that you're going to be sober and you're like, gosh.
How would you have responded in 2019 if you knew you were married?
Dude. No shot. And I'm going to be on the Tonight Show and your comedy career is going to be, I go, granted, it's been a lot of hard work and a lot of honest conversations and a lot of wreckage to kind of sort through maybe, but if you go, there is no way. But what if that happened? I'm 41 now. That happened when I was 35. What about if he'd have let you go to 55 or 60 or I don't know. I when I was in that, I would have, you're going to learn a lesson from this. I would have been pissed that somebody would have told me that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just thinking of someone listening to this and it'd be like, it's going to be helpful to, you're like, okay, dude, well, I have to ask a guy if I can have some sherbet. I don't think, this is not a good plan. But it does appear to be an act of mercy.
Reliant K, remember that band?
Yeah, of course.
That is that excellent line. You said, I know this will hurt, but if I don't break your heart, things will just get worse.
Gosh.
And everyone went, duh.
Yeah. That's one of our bands, dude. You can take them.
Oh yeah, we can. We pick and choose.
You come over to us when we need something.
That's right. Whenever you look cool. William Lane Craig is with us.
When you need some art, you're like, let me get, what are those guys doing over there?
Yeah.
Man, what a journey, dude. Yeah, I in the darkest, I feel like maybe when I was in there, when I was in the treatment, and I was like, I think after, well, first of all, my family was very supportive of me, and they were like, and that kind of helped me at the beginning. But I remember about maybe a month in, I talked to my agent, who I thought I'd never do stand-up comedy again. I was like, I never. And then he goes, hey, this might be inappropriate, but there's like a significant amount of offers on the table for you to, when you're ready, that these venues want to book you. And I go,
are you shocked?
What?
Yeah.
And I immediately just, so my buddies will say immediately, hey, let's get these assignments done. Hey, we got to go. We're going to go for a walk. Hey, I was very, very motivated to submit myself to the process because I saw
a way out,
a way. If I hope,
okay,
you go. And granted, I always had hope as a human. my family still loved me, but as professionally, hey, if I can stay sober, everybody would say that if you can remain on the track, you can be able to do the thing that you love for as long as you want. And I had hope and I was like, man, I thought this thing was burned to the ground, and it sounds like I can. And the guy I told you about, the guy with cocaine, he, after we get out of treatment, everybody's kind of in a group text together, and he was a lawyer. Okay, so he was supposed to say he got his law license suspended because he's doing cocaine in the trials, and like it was a wild addict. He got way out of control. They suspended his license. Hey, if you can stay sober, we will, for a year, we'll give you your license back. Okay, so he was sober for 6 months. We're all checking in with each other on the group text. He stops responding. And if you know anything about addiction or literally being a human, if you stop responding, I've been around enough. I go, I and everybody also did. And they go, has anybody heard from him? Has anybody heard from him? No. And he relapsed, not on cocaine, on alcohol. And he went back in to check with his service provider, the license, the bureau, the board or whatever. And they said, because you relapsed, you will never be able to get your license again. And he killed himself.
God bless him. I'm so sorry to hear that.
So
sorry for his family.
Again, that was an immediate decision, but you go, I don't see how this. Now, obviously, you're going to go, he's 40, he's going to go work at Walgreens. I mean, he was also at the top.
Okay. Money,
face was on all the billboards. People knew him in town. Go into a restaurant, you got a table at the small town, but so what, you're going to tell him to go work at CVS? It was too, does that make sense?
Yes, of course.
It was too, he goes, no.
Jarring? Yeah.
Too much of, and there would be debate in the recovery community about, all right, as someone that's in, you have to have a, I don't care if we're suspending it for another 5 years. There has to be a way. And I'm sure if you're listening to this podcast and if you're a human at any level, you'd be like, yeah, there's no way forward. There's no way.
Thank you very much for watching that Pints with Aquinas clip. If you like it, do me a favor, click like and subscribe, and please offer a Hail Mary for the work of Pints with Aquinas and all the people we're trying to reach. God bless you.